All right, this is the 2022 model anyway. I need to kind of ignore this, I suppose. This is the 2021 Land Rover Defender 90. This is the 3-door version, and there's also a 5-door version called the Defender 110. They were originally named for their length in inches. Now, both of these cars can trace their lineage back to the 1940s in the original Land Rovers. This one in particular has the first edition package, which comes with the 3D surround camera, these special seats, and the 6th jump seat in the front seat, which we'll check out in a minute. Let's take a closer look. So as you can see, this one is a little shorter than the 110, and that makes it even better off-road. It can get through skinnier trails. It does come with all-terrain tires, although Land Rover calls them off-road tires. They're not super knobby, but they are Goodyear Wranglers. It also has a 38-degree approach angle, 40-degree departure angle, and 31 degrees of breakover. That's when you can teeter-totter over something like that. It can also clear 8.9 inches on the ground and can ford more than 30 inches of water. So this thing is almost unstoppable off-road. All right, so now we're here in the back of the Defender, and as you can see, as usual, it has the full-size spare tire attached to the back. This one also has the towing package, and the Defender can tow 8,200 pounds when properly equipped. It does make the door extra heavy back here, and the side doors are heavy as well with the 2-door model. In the back here, we have 15.6 cubic feet of cargo space with the seats flipped up. We also have this cargo block here you can easily unhook, and the seats fold down with 2 buttons here and here, and that makes for 58.3 cubic feet of space. Our only complaint here is that it's on 2 different levels, so if you have something big and flat, you probably have to kind of figure out a way to get it in there. You also got a little bit of extra storage space in the door here. All right, so now we're here in the back seat of the Defender where there is space for 3. 2, if you put the armrest down, it is a pain in the butt to climb in. You have to scoot the seats all the way forward and lean them all the way forward, and it's even harder to get child seats back here. But once you do have them back here, there's enough room, so that's good. We also like the rollback top here and the extra little slit windows for the rear passengers. There's also a ton of charging points. You have 4 here, 2 USB-Cs, 2 12 volts. Got 2 USB-As in the back of the seats. You also have a little storage pocket here and a cup holder by your feet. All right, so now we're here in the front seat of the Defender, and as you can see, we have the new Pivi Pro entertainment system with smooth graphics and, you know, push to slide and pinch to zoom and all that stuff like they normally have it. Mode buttons here along the side. There's also this huge tray in the front that goes behind the infotainment screen and all the way to the left side. So there's plenty of storage space for all your stuff and all your passengers' stuff. The climate control is done by knobs, which we do like. These are tri-purpose knobs. They control the temperature, the fan speed, and the drive modes when you hit these buttons. They also control the seat heat and cooling. Again, we like the knobs, but while driving, trying to figure out all those functions is a little tough. The gear selector comes out of the dash, which is a little bit weird to get used to, but once you get used to it, it works great. You can rest your hand on it while you're touching the navigation screen, which makes that a little bit easier too. You also have this big armrest here with 2 big cup holders, and this turns into your jump seat. 3rd seat in front, 6th seat total. We're not sure how comfortable it would be for these people, but you can do that in a pinch. All right, so now we're inside the 2021 Land Rover Defender 90, and like our Subaru video, we're out at the top secret Linga Woods location, somewhere in Michigan, and it is bouncy and woodsy and off-roady, and that's exactly what the Defender likes. This one has the inline 6 mild hybrid, making 395 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty on the road and off. We drove this thing on the road on the way here, and we found it definitely stiffer than the equivalent Jeep or Bronco, and probably more fun to drive too. Generally smooth, but yeah, let's say just a little bit stiffer and probably more confident changing lanes and such. But here off-road, we switched to the Mud and Ruts program in the drive mode and the terrain response drive mode programs here. And that shows us where all the power is going through that 8-speed automatic transmission, which is standard across the range. It also shows us our shock heights for each corner as they bounce around, which is kind of cool to look at, although you shouldn't be looking at it while you're driving. This also comes with adaptive air suspension. So you put it in the lowest mode and it does feel kind of sporty on the street. But when you're off-road here, we're in one of the medium to higher modes, so we're not worried about clearing any of these rocks and ruts and stuff. Overall, the interior looks pretty tough. Everything's kind of rubberized and plastic and protected. We're gonna creep this baby through the woods here. Sorry, Land Rover. Floor mats are rubberized. Everything seems protected. There's open star bit screws and Allen wrench screws around on the doors and stuff, so it all has a very industrial look. But lots of storage space, like we said before, so we do appreciate that. But it's the shortness and the narrowness that really does it for the Defender, where I'm just creeping through these woodsy trails that are barely wide enough for a Ranger, and I can still get through them. That's why the shorter Jeep Wrangler is also good. In addition to the ride height and drive modes, you also have hill descent control in this, where you can just set the speed going downhill and it will automatically adjust for you, not let you go too fast down whatever hill you're looking for. There's not that many hills out here, so it's going to be a little tougher to show you that. But the maneuverability is the biggest key here. All right, so we're going to get a little speed here and see if the Mud and Ruts program slows us down. Again, this is private property, so we are not worried about ruining anything. So we'll be all back to its natural habitat by next summer. I'm going to actually switch it to grass, gravel, and snow now. Free it up a little bit. See, that unlocks the diff when you go back into grass, gravel, and snow, so you have a little more. It doesn't feel as restrained. So there's a quick look at the 2021 Land Rover Defender 90. This one starts at $47,000 and goes up over $100,000. The bigger Defender 110 starts at about $50,000 and goes up to about $107,000. And remember, this one is the first edition, so it's about $60,000, somewhere in the middle. It comes with a middling engine, the 395 horsepower 6-cylinder. You can also get it with a 4, making 296 horsepower, or a V8, making 518 horsepower. But this thing is not about the power, it's about off-road ability. And there, we put up against anything from Ford or Jeep's stables. So if you have the money and want something off-roady, the Defender is a great choice. I'm Jake Lingman for CarBuzz.